don't know what to do a lot of things, so we can't go out actually. Um, so I decided to call folks that I'm not getting hold of. Usually, my clients that I work with, that most of the time they are either at work or busy. So I decided, oh, okay, today we are all at home, so let me call them and get on. Why? Because they can't go to work. Why? Because their kind of job, if they don't go to work, it's don't get paid. And what about looking at the way the situation is? We can be home for at least a week. We can. It can happen. And what about if you live on paycheck to paycheck and you're going to be on you're going to be home for that long? What do you think is going to happen? It's still snowing. I mean, the snow. What do you think is going to happen? See, folks, this is the reason why I always talk about us having financial freedom. Financial freedom is the key. If you have financial freedom, you don't have to worry about this. And these folks were very, very mad. They were mad, all because they can't get paid. They won't be paid. So how do we go, or how do we get out of this financial mess that we put ourselves in? We've been brainwashed, taught that the only way to survive in this country, and that is not true. When you look at it, actual people that are winning financially is on the opposite side. They don't leverage. They in and over. That's why they stay completely away from leveraging. The numbers will tell you that most people that are winning financially, they don't do that. About 70% of people that are winning financially, that means they use it, but they pay them all after that. So if you're not in a position to be able to pay them off, don't use it at all. See, that's what I'm suggesting. Don't use that at all if you're not in a position to do that. So we can start the genesis of all finance is you taking control of your money. And if you want to take control of your money, you have to start budgeting. Yeah, it's getting cold out here. Snow is coming. You have to start leveraging. Sorry, you have to start taking control of your money. Taking control means you budgeting. You know everything that goes out and everything that comes in. Everything that goes out and everything that comes in. That's the only way to control of your money. You see, you cannot manage what you don't track. If you can't track it, you can't manage. And how do you manage something you don't track? And budget will let you do that. Budget will let you start tracking everything, because you know how much. You'll be surprised. More than 50% won't be able to tell you how much they make a year. I mean, they can tell you how much they make a week or 2 weeks. I know it's easy. They can just combine them and multiply by 4, by 12, and get it. Most people are not aware of what they make, and if you are aware of what you make, sometimes it surprises you because I've talked to so many people that make 6 figures and they never thought they were making that amount. So budgeting is key. You have to budget. You see, a budget is John Maxwell said, "It's a budget is you telling your money what to do instead of wondering where it went." So we need to budget. Number two, stay away from debt. I'll say it again. Stay away from debt. If you really, really want to be successful financially, stay away from debt because debt is a killer. Debt will steal from you. You see, it's so hard to use your present income to pay for your past. Number three, you need emergency fund. You need emergency fund. It doesn't matter what stage you are in. You need emergency gloves. Yeah, you need emergency fund to be able to go through this process. If anything happens, if you've been able to get out of debt, taking consequences, you go back to the debt again. So you need emergency to be able to uh, you start investing big time. I suggest at least 15% of your income. Even if you make 30,000 and you're able to percent of your income for 30 years, that's about 3,000 something, 3,200 or so, right? About 3,500, rough estimate. If you can invest 3,000, and if you invest in your 401k employee sponsored retirement account, and you get a match, by the time, let's say you start from 30 to all uh, times we invest also. The next thing, let me go back to the emergency fund. The emergency fund, you need 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. So if you spend 5,000 a month, you need between 15 to 30,000. That means even if you lose your job for 6 years, sorry, 6 months, you still can live the same lifestyle. That's why it's very important you need that so that you can use your own money without going to debt. So after investing, that is when you come into. I know a lot of people go on the opposite. It's like, see, when you say that you before you can take, I can take that. I still can get it. So that is what we need to do. And only the strong can help the weak. If you're weak, you can't help the weak. So take care of you first before you take care of the kids. And there are so many ways they can go to school even if you don't have money, right? Some of you, you might not be able to put a lot of money down for them, but they have the means. They can go through scholarships. They can go through, and I'm not talking of academic or athletic. There are so many scholarships around. If you check it out, even if you are short, they have a scholarship for short people. They have a scholarship for tall people. Everywhere it is, you get a scholarship if you really, really serious and want to do it. There's so many ways because every year there are hundreds of millions of scholarship that is even not claimed. So after taking something down for their future also. Now, if there's money left, you can start putting on your house. In that way, you can quickly get rid of your house. If you have 30-year mortgage, you can get rid of it if you continue putting more on it. Just 10%, or let's say mortgage, exactly how much you pay a month. If you pay one more 7 years of your mortgage. So if you have 15 years, that means you go for 7 years. By 7 years time, you're done. If you have 30-year mortgage, that means 21 years, you're done. You know, I would not encourage anybody that got 30 years to go just 7 years. You got to do more and get out of it. Then you can start doing that. And when you get more, then you can go ahead and be generous. See, this is what I have for you for tonight. I'll see you. Make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Like I said, this year is for abundance, expansion, and increase. See you guys.